more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have... These ruin guards were known as field tillers by the people...
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the field tiller came about.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time.
Well, that sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger...
Teamwork is dreamwork! By royal decree!
Wheel of life. Faster. Oh.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Let her rip! Clear the area! Yeah! Let's light it up!
Orders given. Orders received. Yeah. Life goes on.
Odds were fixed! I'm going in!
Rise.
By royal Kirka! Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day. Insubordination. Get back! Out of the way!
Go.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Huh? This abyss...
This talent, perhaps it really does...
But Paimon can't...
engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate. The Abyss. It seems like they are still launching...
Loom of Fate? What's that? It's from the horrible feeling... So, Dane...
I'm reading it now.
How so?
In short, the first...
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics, though you may not have been aware of it at the time.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. Will the Abyss order you...
No. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind.
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Kanria. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out. The talisman's message states that they will use, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by.
The eye of the very first field?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Yes. According to the, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order Since no one knows where the first... Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to...
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return.
As long as the gods have a clear...
Shh! We're about to end, and actually...
I never specifically said I...
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into... Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little... When a non-believer steps on... I have never received... That's enough about that.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask...
I should warn you about one thing. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they also...
Anything the knights can do for you?
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? But I should first make it clear.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about... Of course you wouldn't know anything about that!
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, a long time ago, there was indeed nearly every member of the church in the church's records, as you might... Of course?
Nothing? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about...
The Tyrant's final...
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place many, many years ago. There was a time when balls of fire would
Balls of fire raining from...
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by this strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of... Perhaps it was something else that... Anyway, this incident might not...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you again.
Oh, Rosaria, it's...
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again. Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering and could it be that the Abyss Order is Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. Master Jean said you should stay at the church.
But you're also a member of...
Right. We'll go get...
Oh. But please, everyone, be...
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they...
No, that's unlike Osile, who was just suppressed. Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that the Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit.
By royal decree. The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! I can do it! I have to! Japan! By royal decree!
Rise.
Clear the area! Whew. There's ship.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies.
Yeah. Huh? Why not?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. Besides, you're the one people like. I have no problem interacting with people. It's just my opinion. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Even if the god...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That...
Lest I repeat I would...
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the well, enough chit-chat. We should get back...
Up there? What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against... At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master... Rosaria told us that you came here to...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offense... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom. Rosaria told me that But the Abyss Order and...
They just like to cause... The Abyss Order already went after Deval...
Regardless, whether the Honorary Knight, this god's spirit... He does not often see people. Okay, be...
there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled. If you serve a...
What the heck is this? Oh no! Is...
Wolves never surrender! But
No matter. Bow before the abyss!
Oz, repeat! Spin to... Let's light it up! Go. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Don't see that coming. Why do they never miss? Everybody stand back! By royal decree.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Wow. Wheel of life. Wow. Let's light it up! Oz, reveal thy... Drilling down! Off we go! Out of the way! Why do they never miss? Sacred name, fortune preserver. By royal Midnight Phantasmagoria! Oh, goodness gracious! Ow. Get out of here! I'm going in! Life goes on. Yeah, here goes! Yeah, clear the area!
The world will fall! The world will fall! The end is nigh!
Let's light it!
The end will come! The world will... How does an old spirit... No matter.
It disappeared?
thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal, but still... The Abyss Herald underestimate...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But scary outside, I too didn't see...
Wait, so So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's...
Thank you. You smell danger.
No, we heard about it. Besides coming to help. Excuse us?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of human. It entered into my... but it could not think. I eventually damaged it greatly.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been...
Missiles. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot.
Fireballs? Anyway, this pretty much proves that it sounds like the first one was way stronger, but in this story, it was damaged at the proof...
Don't know.
Yes, we need to keep investigating something super important.
Yes, you too.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell
I should have stayed indoors today.
Dang, there you...
I saw her, but purpose as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself become... But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the... I see. Well then, we can more...
Huh?
That information combined... For example, the old story you told me... Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister. Long mistake...
Paimon get after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North. It must have then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a back then, the people of
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and... What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! This is it, right? Ooh, so what... Huh?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the Ruin Guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but no matter where we may hide it, they will find it.
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also we can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves.
What? Destroy it? Well...
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to... Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the invert. I'll make sure it does...
Oh.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the...
You are just as vexatious. I sense your soul is stained by terrible... Oh, and something we are the same. We're both...
It is your words that forever... Time to...
Oz, reveal!
Rise.
Let her rip! I'm fine.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Insubordination.
Decimate!
Everybody stand back. Wheel of life. Life goes on. Orders given. Orders received. By royal decree. Let her rip! Go.
Prince.
Hey! Could that be?
Lumine.
Wait! Your brother...
Lumine. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your brother?
Ether.
What's going on?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said, that man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, a curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was
You're saying Dane is from Con, and you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon. And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy. Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is, but I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no— Listen to— I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, First off, it seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the next thing. Turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of and Dane is from Conria too! So that's why— But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane— Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, then we can't let our journey's not over yet. If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, come on, traveler, let's go. Well, Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. He said we needed to, and we won't find out what this journey is, or then although, where should we go? Oh, you mean the god that... You're right. After all, everything that... Yeah. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far. The Animo and Geo... Paimon doesn't think we could... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's not as... Let's see what she...
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still... Is there anything I can help?
We wanted to ask...
Oh.
Great!
But the chance of success?
Incredible.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together after I'd escaped their clutches. I floated on the open ocean but to my surprise, that's right. I escaped by the...
What a horrible...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Ichising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated vision. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual... And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary document.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most outlet... But if you really are set up...
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you. Voyaging far and wide has made them a
You're right! Paimon should... But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Organizing the loot? I'm an expert.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say... that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will... As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be...
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the... Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talent. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
You just want her to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that?
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have...
Great. Then let's get you signed.
It seems like it will only be a matter of...
Need help organizing the loot? I'm an expert!
What a bountiful haul.
Our stock of herbs is running a bit low.
Waves are as calm as always.
What's going on up there?
Time to set... Let her rip!
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Sorry! I pushed myself too hard.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Our stock of herbs is running a bit low. I wonder what's going on up there.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrten. Time to set sail!
I wonder what's going on up there. Our stock of herbs is running a bit low.
The waves are as calm as always.
Time to set sail!
Our stock of herbs is running a bit low. I wonder what's going on up there.
May the glory of the Prinzessin bring light to this world.
The waves are as calm as always.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail! I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl... Shabam!
Waves are as calm as always.
I just saw a brick that wasn't properly stacked.
What should I do? Now it feels like there's a little Saurian. Here it goes!
All clear as far as the eye can see. All clear as far as the eye can see.
I can do it. No, I can't. I can do it. It's fine. I can definitely do it. Right?
trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain.
Wheel of Life. Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Betas?
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the crux? If so, seems...
So you're also...
You better believe it. Huh, I wouldn't be here if I didn't... For me, obtaining a vision is the final and No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I know how that's... I've passed every exam I've ever... In most people's eyes, I am a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage. Of course, I also put in a few good days. I seem to have... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fight. Nobody wants to see it.
Yeah, we heard...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle What? You... Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoard. They tried to sneak past me under... I planted a left hook on the... I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a... I told you. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course.
Uh-huh. But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Hi there. Are you here for the...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice.
Exactly. With a vision...
This master of yours must be...
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan. And his skill... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. He's got to be a grand master or something. To the Lingshan clan...
Forced to...
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to... For example, our master can use it to alter the path.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into...
It sure is. But it's extremely difficult.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress...
There's a tuition?
Of course! This is a grand...
But here we are, having trained... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally...
Well, we have to try something new.
Exactly. It can't hurt. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck.
See you in the arena.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just... really average. chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear?
Is it really
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to...
I have to ask. It's really her?
the one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting?
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the... Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are... nothing...
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. It's just a formality for you. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm
Whoa!
Might as well declare her the champ.
I wonder if it's...
Okay, right. A great hero such as your...
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto. Well, nobody expected you. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to...
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be alright. It's...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the cute...
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on, we all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Huh. To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're finally here, folks. The Rails show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly... I do not doubt your abilities, but
Relax! My girl's at the top of her game!
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun! Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
You're pretty good.
I'm sweating all... Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! If you had a vision...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have... But mine? I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can... I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to...
No, I didn't. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow! Now that's...
If you have the chance in the future, please come...
by the way...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't... So don't get...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time.
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. I faltered for but a brick. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically. Still, I'm sure.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the... I don't dare tell my master about... Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like...
Oh, alright then.
Thanks, I'll do my...
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding... I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt. and managed to claim In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet.
He's right. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly. As for the guy you'll be facing, what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this?
If that is the case, then I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the struggle, I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have given your talents a few...
Hang on. Don't you think you're...
Gathering intelligence. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on the...
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you...
Does one not leave a trail when traveling? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these Come with me. Now that we're alone, let me cut. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just...
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elementals. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, since a young age I have been attuned to the tidings. It is things of this nature that I also...
As crazy as all that sounds...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to think a human could wield the and not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to check?
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to... It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Honestly, even Paimon...
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence. However, I still wish to have the honor of... Of course, I too shall share with you all that... Now then. Oh, pay no attention.
Rise.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Yeah.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
secret name, Fortune Preserver. Play.
Let her rip!
Your skills in battle. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of it, please, save your thanks. If anything, the world is a truly mysterious...
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own?
I desire to know what meaning visions and what influences the god's decision. My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their... Not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long...
She sounds less like an...
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does... It goes without saying that the people locked within...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall...
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can... Very well. Let's...
Never mind. Everyone, listen! We've reached the... We've seen many now, I'd like to... She strikes fear.
Wow!
I'm sure everyone... But today's... As for our other... Come on, what... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice.
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should... Traveler.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh?
We don't know when it was taken.
No need to worry. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look...
Well, I'll stay here and try to...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're...
Come with me. I can...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Leaving so soon!
Shabam!
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
at this gem. When you hold it up under the sun...
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Wheel of Life. I didn't feel that.
A hunter becomes
Clear the area! Let her rip!
not careless.
By royal decree!
I got careless.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to...
No boat could ever match the speed of the...
The wind... What are you... Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could act...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be... Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. In other words,
You...
But most disappointing of all, it appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire.
Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now.
Aha! So
I'd intended to win the contest. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape. But somehow... Drat. This could... really? Fine. But...
You know, according to the laws of the sea...
Huh?
Not to mention that the item you stole... It seems that it would be only fit...
Whoa, whoa! We're...
If this is where talking gets me, then forget it!
Here's something special!
Life goes on.
Here goes! Oh, it's ripping... Yeah!
Yeah! Just a temporary...
No! No!
Yet, put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you.
No, no!
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when they're great. But unfortunately, yes. From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision. After seeing you command him, come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can... I see. No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's
The story begins... He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. a solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings, but thank you.
Go.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now...
Yes, I believe so. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
Paimon believes you'll find a way.
Thank you. One final word of warning.
Maybe you're not. If you ever... Faster? Okay, faster.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed. Captain Beidou sent me to come get...
Seems Beidou is...
Of course! There are many...
So you'll be heading off then? Weather the journey before you until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say goodbye.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find...
So there's another Catherine and Nina...
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell.
Okay, thanks...
Just following order.
Ad Astra...
You finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep...
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
This is the Outlander Affairs Agency.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to...
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all— I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge. Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association.
Yes. Left, right.
The Sakoku decree.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. No. Those Mora grubbers from the
Oh, of the.
That's right. They impose They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely
Crystal Marrow.
something that most of us in the association. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our tax, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow. Now there's only one Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but it's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon... But this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sounds odd. What do you think we should do?
That... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped...
Well, definitely...
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. If I remember...
Got it! Where...